What's up, guys? Welcome back to the episode of the QPR series, and today we're playing Genk in the Europa League second leg because the first leg was tight. I said if it was a comfortable win in the first leg, I would do. I think it was the Liverpool game. I think that's what I said I'd do. But if it was tight, I'd do Genk, and it's turned out to be quite tight. So literally nothing's really happened other than the games. So two games, one against Genk. Obviously, we won 1-0 away in Genk. Abel Hernandez scoring on the 64th minute. We were really well. I would say we played well, but everything but the actual end product in terms of actually putting the ball in the net, we did really well. We had lots of shots. Possession was very good. You see the ratings of the players is all good stuff, but we just couldn't get it done. The complete opposite to the Sunderland game. We beat them 5-1 at home. Carlos Fierro got a hat-trick. Hazucha scored a penalty and Junior Hoylett wrapped off the scoring on the 84th minute. Blew them away. Carlos Fierro is still under interest from Juventus, and Juventus are still aggressively coming after him. Conte's constantly talking in the media about Carlos Fierro. We're seventh in the league, by the way. On 3 points, obviously, because we've lost to Villa and beaten Sunderland. But yeah, constantly saying that he wants them, that he'd fit in with them, and all this sort of stuff. Vieira's only ever said that moving to Juventus in the future could be a possibility. He's never said he wants to go. He's not unhappy or anything like that. The same is with Akore. PSG are still coming after Akore. They're still bidding for him. I've said it now just to automatically reject the bids, but they still keep coming, still keep talking about him. It's almost a bit like a bit of karma, actually, because whenever I go after players in the transfer window, I talk about them in the media, trying to unsettle them, trying to get them put a transfer request in. Fierro almost scored there. It's just a transfer tactic I use. I'm sure everyone else does. So it's a bit like karma, I guess, but it's not ideal when I'm looking to hold on to both of those two players. But today we're missing quite a few players because of not registered injuries. I think we've got a suspension, maybe. Off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. Rodriguez on the attack. He's going to push it out wide to Morala. Redmond's going to take it inside. Fierro, 1-0. 1-0 to the QPR. Carlos Fierro, I've just been singing your praises, lad, and you've now got your 4th of the season. I don't think he scored. We didn't score against Villa, I can't really remember. It's a bit bad considering I've just looked at the fixture screen, but I wasn't paying much attention to that. Fierro, no, Creamy. Is that Creamy? Creamy. Is that the former? I want to say Lille goalkeeper. Just out of curiosity, is it? I think it's Lille. French guy. Could be completely wrong. I'm completely wrong. It's a Belgian guy who used to play for Lille. No, it is the Lille. The Lille one, but he's not French, he's Belgian. That is skilled, that is. To know him, that's a really... I'm sure a lot of people do know him, but that's a really... I'd say a quite obscure goalkeeper. To know where he played... Fierro's got a second. To know he played... Okay, I got his nationality wrong. But you could see why I got it wrong, because he's playing for Lille in France. So, but I'd say he's quite an obscure player. That's quite sad, actually, to know that. That's quite sad, considering he's not a particularly good goalkeeper. Anyway, moving on. 2-0 against Genk. We struggled in the first leg. Okay, we're away from home. Struggled in the sense we couldn't score, as I was saying. Fierro ints there, gets the third. That should be pretty much game, set and match. 4-0. Just 10 minutes before half-time. Genk, the eye condition, thank you for coming. And don't let the door hit you on the way out. And we're going to ring some changes. Wait, Fierro's on a hat-trick, isn't he? Is he? Is he on a hat-trick? I swear my memory is appalling. I can't remember. Yes, he is on a hat-trick. God, that was a bit concerning. I thought I couldn't remember. There's a chill going on. I want to get Mason Bennett on for the remainder of the game, but I want Fierro to score a hat-trick. I don't want him to become unhappy. Do anything I can to make sure he stays happy, so we keep him. You can see his value. He scored 2 goals here, potentially going to get a back-to-back hat-trick. So he's definitely, you can see his value to the team, but I do want Mason Bennett to play. He is unhappy about. He wants to go out on loan, and I offered him out on loan, but nobody wants him. I've added him to the developmental list, but no takers so far. Ince though takes the penalty. Can Fierro take it, please? I think Fierro take it. Score. You dickhead! You dickhead! You could have scored your hat-trick and allowed me to put Bennett on, but no, you missed. Why? Why would you miss that? It's almost like he knows I'm going to take him off. I've got half a mind to take him off anyway. It's another penalty? No. Can I do something different? Can I put... I'm going to put Bennett into right wing? No, you can't do that. Attacking midfield. Let's play him as attacking midfield. Whatever, just get him on the pitch. Because ideally, to be fair, I don't want to lose Bennett. I don't want him to go out on loan. I've said I want to keep him. I want him to keep playing for us, to develop a little bit more. I still have high hopes for him. Adrada didn't work out. Obviously, we sold him on to whoever it was. He's been moved on. But I've still got high hopes for Bennett to stay here and develop a little bit. I don't think he's going to be a world beater. I don't think he's going to... I think in terms of... If you used him right, from when he was 15, right at the start of the game, if you use him right, if you play him a lot, if you he does all his training, perhaps some tutoring, all that sort of stuff, you've got good facilities, I reckon he could be a top striker, top player. By the time he gets to say 23, 20, 21, maybe 21, 23, 6 years in, 5-6 years in, that's enough time to develop a player if you play him enough. But obviously we've just not been able to do that because we didn't get him till a little bit later on, and he's been going out on loan because I've not been able to get him first team opportunities with the quality of players we've had over the years, with the likes of Balotelli, for example, Theo Walcott for a period of time, Dribble Cisse, do you remember him? We've had Adam Milson obviously since day one pretty much, Abel Hernandez, Carlos Fierro. Who else we had? We've had some pretty good players over the years, I would say, striker wise. I mean, so we've just not been able to develop him. I mean, Adrada, the reason way he went wrong, I think, is partially because he wasn't able to get in the team either and had to go out on loans, but also because we couldn't get him because of till he was 18 years old, whatever the rule is in Brazil. We've won 3-0, 4-0 on aggregate, but yeah, we couldn't get Adrada till he was allowed to leave Brazil, whatever their rules are, until they're like 18 years old. So once they're 18, yes, they can still develop, but ideally I want to get them before the age of 18. But we hammer Genk, it says, give them 1.3 million. That's a huge difference between what we get from the Champions League. But Tony Fernandes is still happy to stay, so hopefully he will be selling. I pray he'll sell. There's the league table, just so you can see. Don't know if the cup's been drawn. Has the cup been drawn? The cup's not been drawn yet. How are we doing for time? 7 minutes. I'll go through a couple of transfers. I don't want this video to be too short. Who did they bring? I think I've already done this. I've already gone through these. I might have already gone through these. I want to say I have. Chelsea, what do they do? Even if I have gone through it, maybe there's some changes, but maybe I'm just going to refresh my own mind as to what's been done in the market. Liverpool, what have they done? Pretty awful team these days. Took Coleman off of me. Ryan Sanchez, whoever that is. It's not amazing, but okay. Loanee. They've loaned from Tottenham. That's interesting. £26 million worth sold. Obviously the player we were going after, they've moved on. I have gone through a lot of these, probably not all of them, but a lot of them. Tottenham, what did they do? Spent £63 million. Not too sure why they've gone out of their way to sign him. Enriquez is a guy I was actually looking at briefly, but he wanted too much money. For us to join us, he wanted like £50,000. Too much. What are foreign teams? What did PSG do? PSG always an interesting one. What did they do? Come on, load. OK has joined them. That's OK. He's a real talent. Where's he come from? What team? Be what there? So that Turkish team. He's done really badly in terms of his, well, not great in terms of his ratings, average ratings. But look at those stats: passing, technique, penalty taking, first touch, creativity, flair, physically. Okay, his acceleration could do a little bit of work. So could his natural fitness, but his stamina is good, so that counters the natural fitness. Balance could do a little bit of work if you want him to become like a Xavi, I guess. But still, that's a very impressive young little player. I'm going to keep my eyes out keep my eye on him in the future. Bayern Munich, I think they went big. I want to say, not really. Chris Edwards, a guy I was looking at as well. I actually offered him a contract. I offered him like 75,000. I want maybe 75. I'm not sure. It was a little while ago now, but yeah, he's chosen Bayern Munich. I can see why. Bayern Munich, obviously a massive club. Thiago, however you want to say that. It'd be Thiago, wouldn't it? And then another Brazilian. They're going a bit mental on Brazilians here. Mohamed Diarmi. Dortmund. What did Dortmund do? Where are we here? Leverkusen took Bundesliga last year. They've brought in just 2 players from Hoffenheim. So very quiet. They were very quiet. Spain. Madrid. Real Madrid. What did they do? Nothing particularly. Barcelona. Just signed Lisandro Lopez from us, and he's gone there and done fantastically. But to be fair, anybody will go there and do fantastic. It's only one game in terms of league games, but anybody will go there and do fantastically. If you go to Barcelona and fail, then that says a lot about you as a player. I think more than about them. So, right, that'll do for this episode. I will come back for the, provided there's no cup games, Europa League games, or anything like that. It'll be the Stoke game, I think. Obviously, first game of the month, we'll come back for the Stoke game. I've got half in mind, and the next game after that, or I could just go straight through. I want to do the Chelsea game. This part of me wants to do the Chelsea game because I want to play Chelsea. That's all really. No, we'll stick to the normal formula. We'll come back on the Stoke game. Come back for Stoke. But I actually won a live com. I haven't won a live com in a long time for any of my saves, my 2 saves. I can't think the last time I actually won a live com. Whatever. Right, I will see you guys next time.